Welcome back to the Create Harmony podcast. So our focus here is the joy that is around us all the time, but it's things that maybe get overlooked in our hustle and bustle of life. These are little bits of joy that are nestled in tiny things, like the sight of buds beginning on the trees, or the feel that you have when you don't have to bundle up and wear a jacket because the day is a little warmer. It's hearing the sound of kids playing outside after a long winter. Maybe it's opening the windows to let some fresh air in. It's the sunlight lingering a little longer each day. Each of those things holds a tiny piece of joy, and it just takes a moment to notice it. So we are going to notice these little things all together, and we hope to rediscover the peace that lies within each of us, but maybe we forgot all about it. So this is episode 164, and I am your host, Sally Burlington. So for today's topic, we are talking about changes. And the obvious change that's going on right now is that the season, I live in North Carolina, and the season is shifting from winter to spring. So where I live, when we shift from winter to spring, the process looks a little bit like this. One day we have the temperature at 80 degrees and it feels like summer, and you think, oh my gosh, where are my shorts and my flip-flops? And then the very next day, it's 45 degrees, and you've got to bundle up again, and it goes below freezing each night. And sometimes some of those things happen in the same day. We have a lot of micro seasons here in the South when we're in the spring, a lot of back and forth and ups and downs. But I think all those backs and forths, I'm going to make a little bit of a statement here. I think all those changes of the season are a good reminder that life is not necessarily linear, and it's not all neat and tidy, and it doesn't go only in one gentle, perfect direction. Life has twists and turns and ups and downs and backs and forths, just like the seasons. So again, when we look to nature as our guide, that's another good reminder that when the season changes, that's what's happening. So in addition to having our season change here, we're going through lots of little changes and some big ones too at Create Harmony, and I want to share that with you. So the first big change is that we have a new teammate. Yay, yay, yay! Her name is Megan, and she's going to be working as our brand coordinator. She's helping us expand our reach so that we have more people as part of our community and help us have a greater sphere of influence in noticing little bits of goodness everywhere. So she brings just a great fresh energy. She's got a positive work attitude. You are going to love her as you get to know her. So Megan's first steps with us are she's helping us get our house in order, kind of expanding on some of our content planning and organizational tools, sort of back house type things. And then another shift that's going to be happening soon, not only bringing on Megan, is that we are going to start having guests on the podcast. So up until now, it's just been me, my voice. But going forward, we're going to start having some guests. So Megan's been working on getting some conversation going with some folks that we think are really interesting and hope that they get started late spring, early summer. You'll be hearing more about that. So if you know of anyone you think might be an interesting guest, just feel free to reach out to me. We can't wait for you to hear all those fascinating conversations. And there'll be a lot more to come on that later. And speaking of more to come, since we're talking about changes, we're going to have a second teammate, not just Megan. We're going to have a second teammate that's joining later in the summer. She's got some travel plans and some balls in the air projects that she's doing early spring, midsummer. So she won't officially be on board until later in the summer, but she is also fabulous and you're going to love her. I'm just going to put that little teaser out there, and we'll tell you more as we get closer to her officially coming on board. So on the topic of changes, we've launched our spring subscription box. So you remember that in the winter, I talked a lot about our Cozy Time winter subscription box. It's a collaboration with our friends, our partner brand at Petal and Pink Mental Wellness Boutique. Well, now we've shifted over and the spring box is now available. So there's a few new options this spring. As we're letting this unfold, we're changing how we're doing it just ever so slightly to give you more options. So in each of the large boxes, there are 5 guided meditations. And each of these meditations is a very immersive experience. And I've said that a lot. But what I mean is you're going to actually close your eyes and listen to my voice and feel like you have stepped away from your life and into some peaceful spring-like place. So the themes for this spring that are in the box are spring rain. So it feels like you hear a gentle rain shower and you're experiencing that freshness that comes on a gentle April shower. The next one is dandelion drift. So that's, you picture yourself, floating on the wind, just like the seeds of a dandelion. It's just gentle and light and airy. The third one is becoming green again, and you're actually lying in a meadow and you see all the wildflowers and the butterflies and everything's starting to green up and come alive. The fourth one is porch time. So you're sitting on the porch and just enjoying the day and just feeling the breeze of spring and just having a time on the porch. And the last one is called blossoming anew, and it's all about how you bloom and blossom. The blooms and blossoms that have been forming within you, opening up and shining out to the world. So those are our 5 spring meditations that are in the big box. And then we also have the mini meditation box this spring, just like we did last fall and winter. It's called Making Honey. That's the meditation that's in there. And it's all about you are sort of looking at life through the perspective of a bee, and you buzz into the hive and you feel like the energy of the hive and everybody working together and being part of a community, that everyone takes a role and each of us is important, and we all work together to make something sweet and tasty and a beautiful blessing to the world. So that's what's in the mini meditation box. But this spring, we're going to change how we're doing things just a little bit and offer each of the spring meditations as a standalone in addition to the box. So if you are not ready to commit to a whole box, you can just buy a little card that has a link to just one meditation. So if you were listening to my voice and you thought, I really love the idea of dandelion drift, I'm going to be drifting on the breeze, but I don't know about the other ones, that's not really of interest to me, then you would just buy dandelion drift. Or you would just buy porch time, and you just get a little bit of a sample, just a taste of what it's like. And then if you think to yourself, I loved that and I want more, then you could buy a mini meditation box with some gift items in it, or subscribe to the large box. There's always possibility for expansion. Listen, these little new links to the individual meditations, they make great teacher gifts. They make great Mother's Day gifts. They make a great welcome to the neighborhood. They make a great anything gift for a loved one, somebody that you need to lift up. This will be something you could just pop it in a card and they would get, it's something different, something original, and they get a little bit of little piece of peace. You see what I did there? So that's new and exciting for this spring. Now, I want to tell you what's in the boxes. So if you are ready to subscribe and you want more of that, you want all of what I talked about, in the spring big box, in addition to the 5 guided meditations, you get a little seed starting kit. So you get to plant some seeds. There's a dandelion necklace, and you see how we have a dandelion meditation and dandelion necklace. That's what we mean when we say we try to tie it all in to make it a robust, peaceful experience. The lotion and the room spray that are in the big box are rain showers, and you see how that links to our spring rain. There's a dandelion tea drop in there, so you get some dandelion tea. A flower journal, so it's a journal that has flowers all on the front. Some lemon bud candy, so that's bright and lemony and sweet. That's what's in the big box with all 5 guided meditations. But then in the mini box, it's just one meditation, the Making Honey meditation, and then a jar of honey with a dipper, a little bee charm, and then a wildflower mini puzzle. So it's like a little tiny little pieces, and you make the puzzle. It comes out to be 4 by 6, and you could frame it and you'd have a little picture of flowers, and then some tea packets. So there's a lot offered here. There are a lot of different options. I'm going to run back through them just for clarity. You can buy a card with just one meditation on it, one of the 5 that are in the box. So that would be a small gift. Then if you want to step it up from there, you go to the mini meditation box. It has one meditation and several small gift items. And then if you want to step it up from there, then you get the large box. You get 5 meditations and all of the other bigger gift items. So and then when you buy the big box, you get another box. Next one in the summer, one in the fall. You continue to receive the joy that you get from all of these things. So there's a lot of expansion and changes happening around here. Really seems like it's in alignment with the energy of this season. So as spring is opening up, we are also opening up in new and exciting ways. So hope you'll check that out. If you want more information about all of that, you can go to mycreateharmony.com and get all the information you need for how to order those things and to get involved in our expansion. So for our closing today, I'm going to read a liturgy from the book Every Moment Holy, and it goes like this. O God, you draw praise from the frailest of things, so draw praise from me. O Lord, who so lavishly adorns the fields, how radiant must your eternal glories be. O Christ, who sustains all wild creatures, care for me, thy child. O Spirit of God, who moves in mystery unseen, so move now in my heart. May it be so. So thanks so much for joining us today as we talked about all of the growing and changing that we are doing, and as this spring starts to unfold. I know you're going to want to get more involved. If you liked what you heard, you can pass it to a friend. We would love to have more people as part of our community, noticing joy and celebrating the goodness that's all around us. We'll be back next week with some more spring content, and until next time, peace.